Suppose in this case, so I'm planning to differentiate the training records into three types. One is offline trainings, online trainings, test trainings. Okay. Okay. So when I'm clicking on continue offline trainings, I want to show different layout completely. Okay. Let's do one thing. I will do the record types from scratch. Okay, this is how you're gonna click on. Means I can even show different layout for online record, online trainings. Same way. Let's do it for the patients. Okay. Uh, Go to patients. Click on new. Now there is no record type in this current scenario, but I want to differentiate the patients into two types. One is in-house patients. The other thing is outhouse, in-house and outpatients. Okay, something like that. Okay, let's do it how I'm doing. So I am going to the object, click on new object. Okay, click on view object. If you navigate down, here is the record type. There's no zero record types. There are zero record types now. I want to create new record type. Okay, so before doing that, I am creating a new layout. Okay, new page layout from the existing patient layout, right? So generally, page layouts are generally easy to clone because you cannot create from scratch. If you want to do it from scratch, because if there are 100 fields, again you have to drag all the 100 fields into the layout and you have to adjust. But if you want to do small modifications, let's clone the existing object. Let's clone the existing page layout called in-house patient. So I'm just differentiating, like I don't see special requirement for this, but for showing you guys, I'm differentiating the records. What is in-house patients? Some outpatients is, so inpatients is something like people stay in the hospital and take medicines, everything from here in the hospital beds. Outpatients, people just go home and come back again for at some interval of times. Okay, in this case, I don't want to add room number here. So this is a page layout for in-house. So go to object, click on patients. Okay, so now I have created the layout, right? So here is the layout, right? I want to create a new field called room number, because for in-house patients there will be a room number. For out guy there's no room number. Okay, click on room number, click on next. Before doing that, I want to sorry, view object. I want to create one more page layout called outpatient also. Okay, now clicking on save. This record will be saved. Now I'm coming here. I'm creating a new number field. So this is the field I'm creating in patient object. Don't worry about it. Okay. What is the field I'm going to create? Room number. Decimal place not required. Four-digit code is enough for taking the room numbers. And next. So here I'm giving visibility to all the profile users. The visibility to all the profile. These are profiles. Okay. So you have seen the visibility settings, security settings, whether this field is visible to the people or not. Okay, that's the object field visibility. If you have questions on that, I will explain it. Okay, and again here, if you see, there are three page layouts here. What it's asking is whether I can add this new field to this layout or not. There are three options for me. I want to add only in the in-house patient. I don't want to add in the outpatient and patient layout. Okay, got it. In-house patients will have a room number because he's staying inside hospital. Cool. Let's click on save. Um, and I want to add one more field called room bill also. Number of days. Okay. Number of days staying in the room. Okay. Room stay. Room stay days. Okay. So here also I'm giving 4 digit, 3 digit number of days I'm giving. Okay. This is visible to all profiles. By selecting this guy is visible to all profiles. Again, here are three layouts. I'm not adding to other two layouts. I'm adding only to one layout. If I'm adding this field to this layout, it automatically adds at the bottom. Okay, at the end of the fields. Okay. Clicking on save and new. Okay, and I want to add one more type field called pick list value. What type of room? Type of room. Okay, room type. Mm, AC, air conditioned, general, general, VIP. Okay, intensive care. Sort values accordingly. Okay. Mm, Click on next. And visible to all profiles means this field is visible to all profile users. Click on next. Click on again. I am only adding in this in-house page layout. Okay. Click on save. Now this is done. Have three new separate fields for in-house page layout. Okay. Now I am going to record types. Where is record types? Here's the record types. Click on new. Okay. Um, so this is I want to make it as a master. So in-house patient. If you are not checking this active option, it won't be enabled and it won't be seen to the customers. It won't be seen to the people. You cannot select that. Okay. I'm marking this thing is visible to all profiles. Okay. So if I'm unselecting some sales profile, this is not visible to that guy. Okay. The other thing will be visible to this people. Okay. I can set the visibility also, but as of now, I'm selecting to all people. Okay. Let's do one thing. I want to remove for say custom marketing profile. Okay, let's do one thing. I am removing this access to custom marketing profile. Click on next. So I'm going to the other browser where I have many windows. God. Okay, so here is the page layout. So when I have selected this is when I'm creating the record type. Okay, so I just went back and come to other screen and I'm logging in other browser to show you the effect what it's showing in system admin as well as in sales profile. So when I have given access of this record type to all profile users except custom marketing profile, and the next step is this step 2. I am selecting which layout should be assigned to this record type. Means when I'm selecting this record type, which layout should I show? Select in-house layout. Now all the for all for all custom for all profiles, this is selected. If I want to show some different layout for different people, again there is an option. Create a new page layouts here. You can create as many page layouts as you want, and you can assign different page layout to different profiles also. Okay. Again, so you're going to show different information to different profiles in that case. But I just have two page layouts in the current scenario. I can select this now, and I can make this um, custom marketing profile general layout, the original layout only. Okay, click on save. Because the custom marketing profile anyway don't have access to this inbound in-house patients. Okay, so this is the notifications tasks which I have to finish, generally triggering every whenever I log in. So now there are two record types. Sorry, there are one record type now, and it's asking to select the pick list values available here. So for in-house patient, I want to enable all the pick list values because he can say in following these things. Okay, he can say in AC room, general, intensive care, or VIP room. I want to select the intensive general as in-house patient. Clicking as default value, save. Same way, I'm going to create one more record type now. Click on this to go back to the object. Here, this one record type, right? I want to get one more record type. Click on new here. So I want to show outpatient. Okay. If you have something, please chat. Okay, outpatient is the other record type which I'm creating, and the description I'm making this as active. Anyway, when you are creating the record type for the first time, it automatically activated. When I'm creating second time, it's not activated because at least one record type should be active whenever creating a record types. Okay. So again, going back here, I'm enabling this record type to all the profiles. See. Okay. I'm clicking on next. So here there's an option for me to modify select the different page layout for these people because this outpatient record type. I'm selecting different layout for this guy. Click on save for all the people. So now let's go to our again. Here's the record time. Generally, even outpatients also will not generally take the general AC or the VIP thing. But if this guy is really having problem, um, like some serious problem like heart attack, he needs to stay in intensive care. That's the only one record time I'm selecting here. He has to do. Okay. Default thing is just click on save. And I even want to edit. One second. I'm going to the training object. Okay, so sorry guys, there's a disturbance here. Okay, and if you come here, I'm gonna modify the outpatient layout because this outpatient layout I have not modified anything. I want to add the room type now. When he's having intensive in need, then I'm going to create only one record type here. Okay, the room type, all this stuff, it's not required case. Then go to let's do one thing. I want to create new picklist value to differentiate these things because intensive in-house patient means you should stay in-house. Let's do one thing. Click on edit. Don't worry about this. I will remove this field from back. I will move back this field. So all the intensive guys, intensive care need will be joined as in-house patient. Okay, now I want to add one more type called patient type to differentiate. Generally, that is the main advantage of record types to show different type of values to different people in the picklist values. Creating. Oh, sorry. Is this patient object? Yeah, patient subject only. Create new. I'm selecting a picklist value here. I'm selecting next. So this is some picklist value. I'm just doing picklist value. Picklist testing for record type. Okay. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I'm clicking on save and next. I want to show you. This is simply example. Generally, the record types are specially made for this. It looks. Mm, Now visibility to all profiles. Click on next. I want to add both the page layouts, all the page layouts. I want to add because this field is the general field for all the patients. Click on save. Okay. Now go back to your record types. Here's the patient object. Now select the record type called in-house patient. Now after I select the record type, I see the picklist values. Every picklist value in the current object here. Gender is a picklist value. Picklist type for record type is which is just now I created it, and room type is also a picklist value, right? Here I want to show for in-house patient. I want to show only last four values. Okay, 6 and 7. I want to show only 6 and 7. Default value I don't want to set there. Click on save. Again, coming to the record types of outpatient, I want to select the first three. So going back again to the outpatient record type, clicking on edit. By default this will show all, but I don't want to show the last two because which I have enabled for. Here I'm selecting a default value also. There is option to select default value. Click on save. Now let's go to the patient record. What will happen now? So the new when you are typing new, we have done the configuration. Now we have enabled the record types, we have enabled the different page layouts for different record types, and we have even trying to show different type of pick list values based on the record type also. These three things we have done. Now click on new. There are two values: in-house patient and outpatient. Select in-house patient, click on continue. Now you're gonna see the room fields, all this stuff. See, this guy is in-house patient. I can see the room stay days because he can stay for 1 month, he can stay for 2 months also, he can stay for 5 days also. Okay, I can stay. And I can even see the AC room type equal to AC intensive care, all this type of fields because this guy is in-house patient. Okay, and the pick list value I see only two values here. Can So this is how I can differentiate the pick list values based on record types. I want to show only two fields for this guy because he's not eligible for selecting the other one, two, three, four, five. Same way I can do. You can modify a number of pick list values on an object. Okay. Now I'm going back. So for entering this patient, I want to have to enter some data here. Patient name, hospital number, date of birth. So it should be something like this. First name, room number, room number of stays, 45 days, VIP 6. Okay, click on save. I don't know whether there are some more required fields or not. Yeah, so I think room number is too large. I think I've gave 3-digit code for it. Just click on save. Invalid. Oh, comma is invalid. Okay, click on save now. Yeah, action updater. Okay, patient name missing. I think some guy has done the workflow rule here. Required field missing patient name. I've entered it right. Patient name. Uh, Wenk. Okay, so it should. They have entered really badly. So yeah, now it's created. With the patient record. Let's go and create one more record. Click on new. Click on outpatient now. Click on continue. Now you see very different fields. You don't see the room type fields here. There is no room number, room type, and stay days also. This guy is outpatient. He'll stay out of hospital in his home, and he will just and there is one picklist value which I have added like a common picklist value. So here I'm trying to show only five values here: one, two, three, four, five, not six and seven here. In the other record type, I'm only showing six and seven, right? Here one, two, three, four, five I'm showing. This is how I can differentiate the values. Okay, I think you might have clear idea now. Clicking on save, the record is saved. Again, both of these records have different type of data. Okay, if you see, there's no room details in this outpatient record. Same way you can create a number of records. In general business, right, accounts, there can be a number of accounts. Sometimes people even classify based on their location also. What they call is US accounts. And I want to show you a funny thing here. So I want to create one more patient record type, and I want to enable this here. Just uh, view object. I want to add one more record type now. Here is record types. So instead of scrolling down, every information is again here available here. All the channel fields you can see here. The same fields what you're seeing here, you can see like in information like this hovering section. This is the hovering side. These are all the custom fields. These zero validation rules, three-page layouts, everything, such layouts, all this stuff. Okay. Now I'm getting one more record type from here only. Click on new. I'm can someone VIP outpatient. Uh, mm, so you gonna treat the patients who did who did some crimes in a separate section, who are from jail. So that's the reason I'm. So this is simple scenario. So crime patients, patients from jail. Okay, patients from jail. Okay, I want to add one more record type called patients from jail. So I want to treat them separately with some full high security section. I want to use the same page layout also. See, there's no, because for three record types also I can use the same page layout. There's no worries. But I want to show you all the features what we can use with record types. I want to go with in-house patients only. Click on save, and Yeah. Now go to patients, click on new. I see three record types now. Okay. Even if I select this, the layout which I configured is in patient's layout only, right? This guy also will stay in the hospital but with high security. But I don't want to create a new page layout and assign to this guy. But I assign the same in-house patient page layout here. And let's go with profiles. How these record types will help you to show different type of how to manage record types from profiles. Suppose um, you don't want to give access for some profile users to create in-house patients. That can be done. For suppose I'm going to my setup profile, certain users, going to users. Okay, so Anita and Morley, these guys gave login to me, login access. Now I am going to work with these people. Uh, so let's do one thing. This is a custom marketing profile, right? I want to log in now. So anyway, I want to show this here. Yeah, this is the user thing. I want to log in as Anita Krishnan. This is the same login which I opened in separate browser to show you the differences directly on the screen. Okay, this is Anita's profile, and now if she now I'm just giving access. I'm trying to get a record, patient record from her. Click on new. See, there are two patient records available. Why is this? Two patients only. Oh, why generally there are? I just gave three things, right? But why she is having only two record type access? If you can remember, when I'm creating in-house patient record, I have just disabled only to one profile user. That is custom marketing profile. Do you see that information? Right. Let's go to here. I want to compare two profiles. Open in new tab and open in new tab. You can even modify at any point of time what are the configuration what you are doing when you are creating the fields and records, right? You can modify at any point of time. See, here is the object access, right? I've selected that and go to the patient record, PATIE. Yeah, here is the patient record. I'm selecting this. So now if you come here, so this is the administrator profile. Here there is an option here. If I click on edit, I can modify this visibility also. Assign record types to this profile. Okay, assign record types to this profile. um, so generally there are three record types. I enable all three record types for the system administrator, so only this guy is able to let's create here. Click on go. This system administrator only I'm logged in as this guy. This guy can see all the three types. What happened to the go to the same settings for custom marketing profile. If you remember clearly, I have disabled for this guy the first record type, PATENT. Okay, here is the patients. Click on this. One thing is disabled for this guy. I want to open it now. Yeah, here is that in-house patient layout, in-house patient record type, and this is the layout. This is disabled for him, and the default page layout is outpatient for him. So again, when I'm going back to my other profile, see that the default thing is outpatient. Okay, so everything is configured like this. We can configure as system admin. Just click edit. And what happens if I remove the two record types access and give only one record type access? I have removed this access. Okay, and then click on save. The default set I have given as in-house patient. This is for custom marketing profile, right? Saved it. Now come back here, click on refresh. No, just click on this, click on new. I'm just directly creating the new record. This because I have only one record type access. There is no need to select because it's true, right? If there's only one record type, there's no need to select it. I'm directly showing the in-house patient record data here. If you come here, this is in-house patient, the jail guy. Okay, patients from jail record type I'm showing to the current guy scenario. If I'm creating a record here, I'm going to create the patient from jail record. So again, that have same record, same page layout of in-house patient. That is the reason I'm able to see the room number, room stay, all this stuff. Uh, you guys understood what I'm doing here? Again, for the custom marketing profile, hey, can someone tell me the whether I can create custom whether I can create a record here in this object or not? See the object permissions here. There is nothing. Let's go here and try to click a record. I'm entering all the values. It won't accept because there is no read permissions also. It's only have object access permissions. Room number of stays. General. This should save. See. Okay. Object permissions for this is not enabled. Tab is default on, and we have access to it. So, and again, I have shown you the other thing to check the security, whether it's public, private, or public read write. Here in the security sharing things, even though if I give the settings all this stuff, I cannot create the record because the create option is not here. First of all, it's executing the validation rules. There is a validation rule which is firing from workflow rule, and uh, so the error what we got is the validation rule error. Oh, I have missed out the last name. Click on save. The record is saved. Oh, how? Um, let's check what happened here. This is the patient subject, right? I think are we modifying some other object data? No. One second. Let's click on the object. Click on new. I should not even show. It should not even show this. Go to the patient's object. Mm, click on edit properties. Custom marketing profile. No. Okay. Object permissions. I don't know whether I have to. Patients. Okay. There is only one patient object, and there's no access for him. Still, she can create. Means she got might be. Let's go to her profile. This is the profile, and even the patient's permission set also. Let's check the permission set of this lady. So she might have received some extra permissions. First go to her profile name, assigned users. If I click on assigned users in the profile, I can go to the people who assigned to this role. Let's go to her Maybe they have assigned the patient's access in the permission sets. Okay, let's go there. I was really shocked after seeing the record creation here. Okay, click on delete. Okay, let's open this. What is there in this? See, patient access to CSM portals. Click on object access. This is the permission set, which is add-on access to the current profile, the current user of the profile. Let's go to the patients. Here is the where is the patients here? Yeah, this is the reason I was really shocked. What happening? There is no access in the profile level, but this is the add-on access given to them from here. Okay. Now I click on patients, click on edit. Do you guys got the reason why it's I'm able to create the records? I think right. This is the permission set which is giving special permissions only to this user who belongs to custom marketing profile. I think you guys got it. Okay. Let's go to the other part. Um, and do you guys have any questions on this record types? I'm moving to the next topic. Okay. This is again the admin section. Okay. And today I'm gonna show you the data loader. So what is I generally don't have exact data for loading into my system, but I'm gonna show you the data loading options to you. This is the data management. So this comes under administration part. We have done the security, right? Here is the security. We are completely clear on this. From the last two classes we are doing this. Today we have just explained the record types. And let's do one thing. I want to go with one more security options here. I will explain all these options. um, Security sharings, you guys are clear. This is org-wide settings, org-wide default settings for each and every object. I can give three type of options mostly, and one type of option specially to objects like uh, leads and cases and contacts. Okay, leads and cases. Public read write transfer is the only special options for very few objects. The remaining objects have private, public read only, public read write. This is the main security things for organization. I've already showed you in the next day's class. Let's go to the field accessibility. What is field accessibility? um, this is also one of the important thing, but I think you guys have not means you guys have already recognized this field accessibility when you are creating the fields. Whenever you are creating the fields, I just want to create a new one more field in the new patients record to show you the thing where the field accessibility in the current scenario. Let's go and create in some other object, addresses object or book object. Okay, this is the book object. I'm going to click on new. There's only one field here, book number. Book name will be there. ISBN is the identification number for books. Okay, I want to create the ISBN number. That will be some. I'm making a text field ISBN number. Okay, ISBN. So in the back of every book, you will be having ISBN number. Length is 20. Sorry, 20 characters, and you want to make this as a required field. Click on. So generally, if I make this required field, this will automatically will uh, will disable the option to select and deselect the things in the next page, because this is a required field we should add to all profile users and all page layouts. Okay, that is the reason it will enable it to all the things, but I'm unchecking this, clicking on next. If I'm marking the field as required, this field will be automatically, so this option will be automatically disabled, because all the required fields should be visible to the all the profiles, because they should enter some data because it's a required field. So here is the visibility criteria, field visibility. Do you guys check it? The same thing I opened here in the security control section. Whenever you're creating fields, you can also create field accessibility. You can select here. The reason why it's here is, what is field accessibility? There are two options in field accessibility. One is visibility, the other is read only. So some people, so if you want to categorize the field accessibility, for some people, for suppose you guys want to show a field, but it should be read only. In this case, you have to select select this field and make it as read only. So this is not required. For 1 second, make it as read only for custom marketing profile, which I'm showing you live demo now. Okay, and click on this is visible and this is read only. Okay, and for system administrator, I don't want to make this as visible. Okay, I'm removing the visibility, means I cannot even mark this also. If I'm marking this, it automatically enables this. Okay, I'm removing the visibility for system admins. But for solution custom solution marketing profile users, sorry, this is a custom marketing profile, I'm making it as visible as well as read only. Okay, click on next. Later on I will modify it, so I will come to this field and I will modify it. There are two page layouts. I'm making the same changes to all the page layouts. Click on save. Means this field should be added to this page layout or not. I'm adding the page layout. Click on save. And one thing I have to check is, go back to my to Anita's profile. Check for books, whether she got access to books object or not. I have removed most of the access for this guys. No, there's no access here. Let's go back here and open the custom marketing profile user. This is the custom marketing profile user, and I want to enable this field accessibility to these guys so that they can create and custom marketing profile. Click on this, click on edit. um, so now you have to go to object access, right? So I will click on object access now. It's taking some time to load, sorry. Oh my god, what is this? So there might be problem with my internet connection here. Data, okay. Yeah, now finally loaded. Okay, here's the object settings. I am going to give access to a book object now for this special scenario to check. See, there's no access here. Click on books, and mark it as yeah, I'm enabling the read access to all the people. um to this custom profile users, I'm marking it as a read, create, read all. Okay, and click on save. Now this custom marketing profile is saved, and these guys have access to this. Here still I can see the options I have configured at the profile level. At the profile level also I can set the permissions, field permissions, whether this guy can read the record or edit the record, visibility, all the settings I can configure. Okay, okay, same thing I can configure here also in the fields accessibility also. And let's go back here, click on refresh. I must see the book object. I must see the book object here. Here is the book object, right? Uh, Here's the book object. Um, I'm searching for it. Where is it? So I might have create tab hidden also. Okay, I have to modify tab access also. So I have to modify now to go to tab tab applications. Okay, so here I'm opening this. The tab default, it's not hidden, it's hidden, right? I'm selecting this, going back again, clicking on edit. I want to make this tab active for these people. So I think it's in the bottom. Where is it? Um, I want to edit in the same page layout. Okay. I think tab active you can edit here only. Object permissions. Oh my god. Click on books. What is the tab access? Edit properties. No, not here. Profile preview. Uh, tab. I'm searching for tab here. Okay. Oh, assigned apps. God. Okay, let's click on this. There is no edit here, or so I should make this default on. So that's what I'm trying now. One second. Okay. Click on edit. So here is the edit option. Oh, some guy is messaging. Okay. Hey, hi. Okay. Is it working? Okay. One second. Okay. I will stop my screen share and I will enable it again. So can you see my screen now? Yes. Okay. Um, Tab access. I think I have not created the tab for this. Okay. Yeah, that might be the problem. See, the crazy problem. See, I thought this is already created. Click on tabs. I think the tab limit is exceeded. I want to remove this balance history. Click on OK, because the tab there are a lot of there is a limit for number of tabs also, custom tabs, not the standard tabs. Click on new. That might be the problem. I am searching from manage. See, if I am showing a object name here in this tab objects means I have not created the tab till now. That's the reason I cannot see this. I'm creating circle. Okay. Book tab. Yeah, the system is weird actually. I gave to my participants and they have created a lot of applications, uh, which I thought is really working. And so now I'm giving accessibility to all the profiles. Sorry guys. Okay. Tab access default on to all profiles. Okay. Click on next. So and now click on save. So now go back to Anita's login. Now click on refresh. Now this lady should have this mm, tab as default on. See, here is the tab. Now click on this. So actually we are working on what requirement? Field accessibility, right? Field accessibility. Click on new. So I see ISBN field which is available, visible, but read only. Do you see this? Read only means I cannot enter data. I can only see the data. See, I'm entering some information here. Book name. Click on save. In the detail page, what is this? Is called edit page. This is called edit page. When I'm modifying, creating new record or editing the record, that's called edit page. After saving the record, the information, the it's called detail view page. Detail, that's called detail page. And if I'm entering some data in the form, it's called edit page. So here, this is a read only field. I cannot modify this record. What happened to the to system administrator? I am going to system admin as a I logged in as system administrator in the other browser and I am trying to create a new record in the books. He can create the only book name because I didn't give the access. See, click on save. Now come back to our system profile visibility. So where is field visibility? Here's the field visibility. Go to book object because I can't go back to field again. I don't want to change there. I can do that also, but I don't want to change there. I want to modify by fields. Okay. Select the field what you want to modify the field level security, like field accessibility, ISBN number. Okay. If you see here, this is read only for custom marketing profile, and this is hidden for system administrator. System admin hidden means it's not at all visible. You have seen that. There is only book name field. Okay. Now click on edit. So click on this. Okay. To modify the access. ISBN number field for custom marketing profile. See, here's the field level security. I am now removing the read only field and I'm clicking on save. What happens now? Go here, click on refresh. This this tab will be open now. So I'm going back to objects, click on new. Now the ISBN number is enabled for input. Got it? This is now visible but not read only. If I'm giving visibility setting means the field will be visible on the page layout. Even though if it is enabled on page layout also, it won't be visible to the user. Got it? So there is only one page layout currently active, but still this is system admin, right? I'm going here and I'm opening this, clicking on new. Still the guy don't have access. See, if I click on new, this guy don't have access to this SBN number. What I'm saying is system admin and that Anita is using same every person in the organization is using same page layout, but they have given the same type of alignment. There are three fields: book name, owner, and ISBN number. Same page layout fields in this also. But even though there is a field in the page layout, if there is no access in the field level accessibility, that will not be disabled. That will not be shown here. Okay, got it? The field level security is the top level means access for field visibility. Okay, field accessibility, field visibility. Okay, later on it comes to the page layouts. In page layouts you can modify like anything. If I don't want this unless unnecessary fields, throw out of it from the page layout and assign to this particular from set of users. Now let's do the one thing. I'm going back again here and I'm going to a system administrator. Click on system administrator, hidden thing, and modify it to visible. Now this guy will be able to see it. Now click on save. Now click on save. Go to book records, click on which books. Okay, now if you click on new, I see two options now. I'm sure that it will show these two things. Do you guys got it? Even though if the field is added in page layout, I can even stop this by field level security, field accessibility, sorry, field accessibility. So generally when you're creating a field from the object from here, go to setup. See, is my login is working? Okay. The tab limit, you think it's depends on the organization. So for a basic group organizations, it will be less, and for around 5 or 10, something like this. So I gonna means again this limits will be changing. I don't have exact. I think it's 20 in our case. Let's check it and stuff. I want to share some sheet for that. What is the limit based on the editions? Okay, Salesforce have licenses, editions, and so this will be confusing for you. Licenses are feature licenses. Editions are the limits. The limits means based on the editions, you will have different type of limits. Even in the data case also, object limits, field limits, all this stuff will be monitored by that. Let's count here. Oh, there are more than 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, oh, 70, 72. Let's create new tab. Let's do one thing. I think we do have till 100. Let's check it. But for the apps, there is a limit. Still, that's the reason I cannot activate all the tabs, all the apps, because I have more apps in my. Click on some color, styling color. You can set any color, but check it when you're creating some persons, people, or information. You select these people or something like this. So you can have any image also. If you're talking with customer relationship, something like this. Okay, click on next. Nothing is required. So accessibility. So that the application access, it will ask you when you're creating tabs into what apps it should add. Okay, visibility to so I want to visibility to off all people. Okay, click on next. So if you don't want to activate this tab to all the profile users, I can set this. Even I can set only to one or two guys, default on and default off to all other people. Or even I can even set the hidden tab hidden also. These guys cannot see the tab. Anyone cannot see the tab here. I think I do have problem with my internet connection today. I don't know why. Yeah, now I'm clicking on um include this tab in all the profiles or not. That's for the profile users. This is for the application access of this tab. You guys have already gone through the steps. mm, so if I don't want to add to this tab to any of these applications. Okay, click on save. Even though this will be application will be this tab is available if you click on plus sign, because this is a default off, it's available for you. Okay, yeah, it's created. So if you want help on this page, click on this. Let's check that Tab limit. So we're going to check this limit type of thing because these limits generally change. People sometimes, Salesforce people will release new features, right? That time they will increase some limits. I'm not tracking that generally, but I can share the sheets, current latest sheets where you can check the data tab limits based on editions. Okay. Let's go to the security. Again, what is third option? Password policies. What is password policies? Password policies are generally in your current organization, you are setting your own policies. So some organizations don't have any policies. They will say that do not expire, never expires. Okay. Some organizations will say you have to set your password every 60 days. Some organizations will say 180 days, say 3 months or 6 months. Okay. So generally people will go with the 60 days, very secure organizations, and non-secure organizations. What they also password never expires. There's no need to set password every 6 months or 1 year. It will be the same. If you lost your password, you're gonna set new password. That's the only thing. Okay. I want to set as never expires to this organization. This will affect you all the people in the organization. Okay. So generally you don't want to change this. You will generally change whenever your company people wants to change this. Okay. And again, enforce password history. What is this? So I'm asking you simple questions. When you are setting a new password in your Gmail, will it accept the old password what you have given, the last password only? You are changing from password from Venkat123 to Venkat123. Will it accept? So I think no, because they remember the passwords of last 3 times or 6 times. When I'm working in some big companies, right? They will store the last six passwords, and if I'm setting the same password, they won't allow. You have to give the very new brand new password with very complete change. Okay. Even if you're setting your password with your first name or last name, it won't allow because it says it's really similar to your first name or last name. And what is the other option? You can I can set the number of passwords remembered. I can even set to 15 passwords remembered. And if this guy is setting the password which is already set for 5 times back, it won't allow. I'm just keeping 3 passwords remember is the general recommended condition, recommended setting. Minimum password length. I can even set the password length stuff also. 8510. And password complexity, no restriction. And I have other two options also. Mix of alphanumeric, must have alphanumeric and special characters. Okay. mm, yeah, I can go with no restrictions only. You guys have seen the three options, right? Alphanumeric and special characters also, like star, dollar symbols, all this stuff. Here I can go with even Venkat 123 also, but here I cannot go with this. I have to go with Venkat 123 again, shift one, no limit. And password question requirement. So okay, generally some people will use the answer as password only. Sometimes they'll put hint in the password and they will save the actual password and store that. It won't allow to keep your password here. Okay. Maximum valid login items, no limit. So I can even set a 2 3 or 5 limit. After 5 bad items, it gonna throw out it gonna lock your login, and you cannot log in even though if you enter the right password. You have to ask system admin to reset your password, saying that I have lost your password. Okay. There's no limit. Yesterday I think Randy is trying to log into the system with 4 attempts, wrong password attempts. That case, if I said 3, right, it should have locked his login. And lockout effective period 60 minutes. Okay, again, after 3, if I select 3 option here, right, after 3 times wrong password, it will be locked for 60 minutes, and I can even set forever also, only resetted by the admin. Okay. This is okay. Obscure security answer for password sets resets. Sometimes they can set their own password by asking, by giving some questions to them, right? uh, what's your um, first school name, something like this. If they have answered perfectly one to three questions, they can set their own password. They have ability to set their own password. That option is here. And again, these are some custom messages what you want to show you when the system is locked or when you have forgotten your password. You can set your own message also here. If you set this message here, that message will appear when you enter wrong password or when the system is getting locked. Okay, when you entered three wrong attempts, if I select here three, that little message will show here. And even I can send you share some link for help text. What you have to do if you have entered wrong, if you have forgotten your password, you can say that you can show some instructions to go talk to the administrator and reset your password. This is a help link for password assistance. Okay. Alternate homepage. So this is something like you can even show some different page, alternate homepage for login. Generally, directly people we are logging in from login.salesforce.com, which is showing the Salesforce branding of Salesforce logos, all this stuff. You can even set some different alternate homepage also. Again, it's saying it's only for API only user settings. Okay, let's go with I think this option you can leave this off. I have not used it till date. Let's go with um, session settings. What is session settings? Session is something like when you are logged into the system, a session will be created for you, and this might be available for 2 hours time. Here I have set the session expiry time equal to 2 hours, timeout time equal to 2 hours. Okay. So if you are not using the system for more than 2 hours, this will the you have to enter your new pass. You have to enter again username and password and have to log into the system. Otherwise, you can use the system inside to in between 2 hours. If you are clicking on something, it will be enabled and you don't need to log in again. Okay. So generally, sometimes if I check this, whenever after 2 hours, right, it will after 1.5 hour or something like that, it will show you same thing saying your your session is getting expired. Do you want me to continue or not? That option is currently available because I have not disabled this option. If I check this, that option will be disabled. Okay. So that message will help you to continue the session for longer times. Okay. Session settings. So log sessions to IP address from which they have originated. What is this? Generally, some people will log in your home, okay, and take the system after half an hour travel from home to office. They can again start using the system without login. That can be done. If I have checked this option, that won't be applicable. Log sessions to IP address from which they are originated means the session will be only available only from the logged in IP address only. If you are traveling to a different location, it will be expired. Okay. Same required secure connections. That's a required thing. Okay. I cannot even uncheck this also. Again, the third option is I can uncheck this. Okay. This is for the security things. Okay. I don't have option to uncheck. Forced login after login as user. So if I check this option, I have logged in as Anita in the other tab, right? So again, when I'm trying to log in, when I'm going back, it will ask me to log in. Okay, forced login after logging as user. You got it. So so this option is only generally is not that much required. So in the other tab, I have logged into Anita's organization and I am using the system for some time. And if I click on logged out, so uh, so it will automatically for relogin after login as user. So if I uncheck this, it should relogin. Actually, we should relogin. You have to enter your system admission and password. If I check this option, currently this option is not enabled. That is the reason it's not asking me the username and password after logging out of Anita session. Requires HTTP only attribute. Okay. Mhm. When I'm entering, generally some people can. I think this option is means is blocking the people. If they are directly entering login.salesforce.com, it won't allow to open the page. It will allow only if you put http yes sir and colon double slash dot so login.salesforce.com only. So these options are generally simply enabling and disabling features based on your security things, all this stuff. Login page catching autocomplete, catching and autocomplete. So remembering the usernames, all this stuff. Okay, in your home page, login.salesforce.com page, that option is enabled here with this option. And again, if I enable this option, SMS based enable anti-system. Generally, currently you are getting your security code when you are trying to log in from different IP address to your email address. You can modify that from email address to your phone number also by enabling this option. Okay, so I think this is a separate service provided by ClickJack company, a ClickJack some service. So this option you can enable and disable. So I don't have a really clear idea of this stuff. Okay, and even CSREF defect, cross-site request forgery. This is some security protection. Some people will try to hack your systems by passing some parameters in your Salesforce URLs. So this type of if you enable this, they cannot even try to hack also with even get and post methods. What happens, right? If I'm copying a URL, if some hacking sites, what they will do, right? They will put the similar type of Salesforce URL. When you are clicking on that link, they will call some request and they will get all the data of your Salesforce system. So if you enable this option, that type of requests and things will be blocked from different site. It won't allow to take data from your system cross site. Only from Salesforce it will take data. Okay. Secure session security levels, two-factor authentication. So I want to remove this. This is the I'm gonna explain you this stuff later because this is a new thing which I'm seeing. Okay, session security stuff. I will explain it later in the coming class. Let's go to network access. What is network access? Um, Similar to the profile thing, I have said that you can even put the business hours for login. Same way, you can even set the start and IP address, trusted IP address for the organization where they can log in to the system without having activate their computers. Okay, so how if you had this started IP address of for your company, it won't send you the 5-digit code to your system to your email address to verify that this is a valid computer or not. Every login from this IP address from this to that address. See, I have set some address, right? They won't ask you any login. So what you can do is, if you know your current IP address or some other new your friend's IP address, you can add some start and end address of this by clicking on this. What is IP address? You have three dots between, I think three digits, three digits dot three digits dot. Sorry, totally 12 digits will be there with three dots. You can give the start and end range for the IP address so that the people logging from this IP address will not be asked to enter a 5-digit security code when they are logging in even for the first time also. Okay, you guys got it? That's called trusted IP address. Okay, trusted IP ranges. All the companies will enable this internally in their company. Okay, activations. What is activations? I'm just click. So here, so you can even see the people logging from different type of IP address, and I can even disable also. So I can select the multiple options here, and I can remove the access also from here. Activated login IP. Okay, because if I remove this IP address, right, next time when you are trying to log in from the same from that IP address, it will ask you the code. It 5-digit code. If this is already activated here in this system, when you are trying to log in from the same address, suppose you have three friends under your home. In your home, you are always login. First time you went to your friend's home, friend one. That time it will send a code and it will save the activated login. It will save the login here from which I bet it login. Again, if you went to the second friend home, it will send a code to you. Yeah, you have logged in. Now, third time you went to the same first friend home. Now there's no need to again. It won't give the 5-digit code because it's already saved here. Activated login IP. This IP address is valid because you already logged in once sometime back. Okay, that will trust this. It won't send you for the next time. Session management again. So he's the current user session management. I can even revoke and all this stuff. Um, I can even select all these people and I can remove this. What if I remove this? If I remove this, I will be logged out of the session. If I click on any button, I think remove all. Okay, see here in the current list, I am also one of the user, right? That's the reason I've logged out of the system. Even the people who logged in into the system now will also be logged out now. Okay, it will close the session ID. It will spoil the session of your current browser from the systems and from the server. For suppose you see some employee is taking unnecessary data, important data from your system, you can revoke him from system admin from office can revoke this complete access of that guy as it is and cancel his login also. Okay. So now I have to go back again to the security controls. Where am I? Login access policies. Session management is this. This is a new feature and I've tried it now before you. I have taken all the active people sessions. Okay. Cancelled all the sessions. Login policies, login access policies. So login access policy is something like here you are able to give access to me to the system admin, right? Um, if someone is giving access to Salesforce support means available to users internally to all the people who are system admins. If I select this option, grant user access permissions. Here I'm giving that option. Here there's no availability here. People like Synity support and Evernote support are not available. That's the reason I'm not able to choose this option. Okay. If I'm selecting the Salesforce support, um, people can give access to the Salesforce support also, or else I can even mark this only available only to system admins only, because these people, the users, cannot give access to the Salesforce support directly. First of all, they have to give login access to system administrators, and system administrators will give access to the Salesforce support. Okay, this is the best way, right? Click on save. And certificates and key management is something like when you are talking to some other security portals or some other online sites where it has some SSH certificates, then you need to add the certificate here, create a certificate for them, and we have to use it. And again, each and every certificate what you are getting it from GoDaddy or some other people providers, they have some expiry date. All the expiry dates, if it is expired, you have to add the new key there. Okay, create, we can even create the self assigned certificate and even some certificate created by other people also. I can load it here. So I can even archive the old certificates and I can create the new certificates by here. So let's see, I want to show the options, what options will be there here. Label, mm, int, certificate size, I think I want to select the 2048. So if you have certificate problems when you are trying to log in, so it will ask you to there is a wrong symbol here, https. They will put a cross mark here with red color. That type of options you might have seen some time back, right? At least when you're trying to log into some security portals, if there's no proper certificate, it won't allow to log in. It will block you. You have to uh, add such certificate before using that portal. Self-assigned. So this is a certificate, and this expires. See, this is given by Salesforce. This has some ID, and this is expires on June 3rd, 2006. So it is expiring very really immediately. Okay, just for single connection. Oh, not, it's expiring on 2016. Means they have given 2 years time. Okay, for expiry date. So you can share the certificate to the people who want to integrate the with your Salesforce system, who want to use the system also. Download the certificates. I can download it. Okay, go back. CRT file. Click on save. So generally, if you have, if your customers want to log in here, so sometimes if you have, if their browsers are not secure, you're gonna put the security things to them. You're gonna send out that file to all the people. They have to they have to access this application only if they have had the security certificate in their browser. You can add certificate to your browser. So, I think there's a tool for that. See certificates window. Okay, no, not this. You can add some certificate somehow here. The preferences are something like that. Certificate, security, privacy. Certificate, here is the certificate. See, I can view certificates and I can even validate some certifications. I think even, so I can even load certificate. We click on load certificate. I think I just downloaded one cert file name, right? I'm just checking it, validating it. Let's see. This is the certificate which I got it, inte.cert. This is Salesforce certificate. Click on OK. Now I'm trying to validate the certification. Click on OK. Module name PCX. Okay, click on OK. What happened? So I'm trying to load somehow. There's a problem. This is how generally people add certificate to your browser. Okay, have problem here. let's leave this. This is not our topic. Okay. Single sign-on. What is single sign-on? In enterprise systems, right? People generally log in with only one username password. They use the same username and password for all the systems. If you're using SAP, Salesforce, and even your enterprise email, right? They use only one username and password. With that one login, they can log into any system directly. Okay. This is for single sign-on. Generally, there is OpenID is some other provider of uh, uh, for they will provide username. You can create one login there and you can use that login for multiple applications. Same way, there are a lot of companies who provide these single sign-on options. uh, Oracle have a tool, and Microsoft also have a tool, Oracle ID. It's called Oracle ID. Oracle, we have to enable single sign-on settings. After that, if we enable, right, there are some settings. After enabling, we have to give all the login link, all this stuff. See, if I click on save, now I can enable single sign-on settings with this organization, where when you are changing a password in some other system, in your general system, that will change even password in this system also. Okay, I have to configure the single system sample system login here. There will be certificate. There is some issuer who is issuing it. There is some login access URL also. The provider URL, logout URL will be different. Everything is different. You're gonna not see the login link of Salesforce. Okay, and again there will be some different ID. This all these IDs will be only given only when you are having a single sign-on provider with you. So the options are not that really important in your current scenario. Authentication providers. Uh, Authentication providers are people who, like what I said, is OpenID is an authentication provider who gives you the single sign-on access type of solutions. They generally store username, password, and all the of a user thing, and they will generally authenticate your system whether you are the right guy to access the system or not. And if you authenticate, then they will directly allow you to log into the system. Okay. Okay, it's taking some time to load, so I do have some problem with internet connection today. So I'm going to close this class now as soon as possible after explaining the delegated administration. Okay, what is delegated administration? So I would like to generally here I cannot generally delegated administration is something like you have a company across the globe. There are 1,000 people in US, 1,000 people in India, many people across the globe in different countries, around 50 countries. For suppose there is a small in Hyderabad, some new people have joined in your company. You have to create separate logins for them. Will you ask the global administrator to create logins for him, or something like this? Or will you ask to modify the HR records, global HR guy to modify these people records, to create pay slips, to create offer letter for them? No, right? Generally, what this will do is you assign some people as a delegate administrator on some modules, not all the modules. For suppose there is a head of HR Hyderabad, head, for Hyderabad unit. You mark her lady, you mark her as the delegated administrator for all the HR related stuff. Means you can assign some 4 to 5 objects and stuff, so she can take care of all these things. She can take care of offer letters, pay slips, all this stuff related to Hyderabad stuff, Hyderabad region, and she can perform all that actions instead of everything taken care by the head office, which don't know a lot, which are because if there are lakhs of people in a company, the head office people cannot do everything. The local office also have the same people, they will do the stuff. For giving the special access of delegate administration on few subset of objects to some set of people, is called delegate administration. So now I'm giving access to one user, and I can have some set of permissions. I can say I want to give payrolls, HR, leaves type of data of delegate administration to HR people in Hyderabad. Now she can modify, she can manage all this type of data. She can view all data. She can even delete all type of record, all records in this particular three objects. That's called delegate administration. Let's see. We got the authentication provider type here. See, we got three OpenID, which I have said to you before, and Salesforce will generally currently supporting these three, if these four it seems. You can even log in as face log. We can even log in as Facebook also. If you select Facebook, and you can, if you integrate your authentication providers properly. Let's try this. Click on for Facebook, and so people, you see a lot of login as Facebook option in most of the websites, right? Consumer key, customer key. So this information you have to get it from the Facebook people to initiate this authentication thing. As we don't have, we cannot do this. And even customer URL. So if we are trying these authentication providers, you are not going to use the general login.salesforce.com link. Everything will be changed to you. You're gonna build some separate um, pages. Even if you can see the registration handler also, you can even register. First time when you are trying to log into the system, you have to sign up as say Facebook. You have to say that you worked for this company, and even uh, execute register as a module. This all these pages are custom pages you have to build, and you have to link it with the system. In this case, you're gonna give some custom URL for login as Facebook, for sign up as Facebook. All these options. Okay. If I have some good example video, I will share with you about authentication providers of Facebook. Okay, how to take the authentication key and key and ID, and how to configure this. Okay, I do have some videos for that. mm, identity provider. So this is how, what I said. These people like OpenID, Oracle identity management. You're going to configure these identity providers here for using single sign-on options, which I said you earlier. These three options come under one thing only. Okay, view setup and audit trail. What is this option? What is audit trail? So audit trail is something like, it's a special feature for checking the security. What this guy is doing, what this guy is acting upon the system. See, I can see each and every audit trail information here, not the login history also. What Venkat is doing. He enabled SAML. He created certificate. He has done this stuff. He has done some published this stuff. He has logged in. He deleted this record. Everything, every information is logged here. He tried to log in as Anita Kumaran. That's called audit trail. You can set up audit trail for a guy even. So if you have some doubt on one person who is logging to your system and trying to access some data, you have to set up the audit trail for, you can access this audit trail for that user, and you can download this and you can view. If this guy is accessing very important data and he want to download some data, then you can sue him, and you can fire that employee from your company. You can even check every information what this guy is doing, what this guy is trying to do in your system. Okay, see, even the system admin log also is here. I can even download the audit trail for the past 6 months. For the past 6 months, how many people has logged into your system, what they are doing, all this stuff you can do, whether they are deleting some records or not. Even if I lost some data, I can even check this directly from your audit trail. This is the person who deleted the data. This is the person who did the bad things. Okay, that's called audit trail. And if I click on expire all passwords, don't do this. Last time one person done that, and all the passwords in the organization has resetted. So if you click on expire all password, it will be resetted. All the passwords will be reset. Everyone has to set a new password. And I've already said you delegate administration. Um, See, I have already created these two special delegated administrators. One is for managing payslips, payrolls, salaries. One is for managing HR related data. Let's see what happens when I click on delegated administration of finance admin. So this person who is delegate administrator, this is the delegate administrator, and what actions what he's doing. Okay, so he is going to do administration on these people, this set of people. Roles and subordinates of finance assistant. This guy can modify any of the data belongs to these roles and subordinates. Okay, and so I can assign profile is custom solution profile, and this is the object what he is going to have good permissions on. I can even add some more objects also. Okay, so the delegated administrators can assign these profiles to the users that they can administer. So if a new person is joining into the finance team, he can assign this profile to this profile to this to them, and they can modify this. Okay, and they can give some access to them, and he can modify this set of data. So this set of objects data he can modify, and for this set of people he is going to modify. You got it? So let's do one thing. We'll try some example in the tomorrow's class. If you have, it's really simple thing. Okay, remote site settings. What is remote site settings? This is also really important thing when you are trying to talk to other tools. First, suppose you want to integrate you want to insert some Google Maps. If I open an account, I want to show the account location in my account page. In the account detail page, this is the account page, right? I'm opening ERM Clouds. This is a company. I want to show the map here in the same account page saying how this account is located in this region. I can set a map here like this. I can set a map here. For that, you are going to integrate your system with Google Apps, right? In that case, you have to add that Google application site here, maps.googleapis.com here, to say that I'm integrating with this system. Please allow if I am trying to access some data from the system or not. If you are not trying to do this, the app your code will not work. It won't allow to send data to these APIs, and it won't accept the data from that APIs. This is must be enabled. So below is the list of web addresses that your organizations can invoke from Salesforce, can talk to these systems. Okay. So this is again file upload and download security. There are some important files like mm, PPTs, videos, all this stuff. You can even um enable the security for this. This is some new features. Let's work on it later. Okay. Let's do it tomorrow. All these two options. Okay. Portal health and all this stuff. I want to go with this little. I want to explore this option. This is really new feature which I don't know. And portal health check is something like you have two portals. What I said is customer and partner portals. You can create it. You can check whether they are active or not. You can check the status, health status of this. If they are not working, the health status is bad. Okay, not live. If they are really working, it's called live status. It's working. So there are 10 portal users, three portal you have permissions that expose data. Every information is shown here. How many objects have access to this portal, all this stuff. Okay, and the sharing access also. These people have 18 objects access. Okay, these are uh, portal people. Okay, you can check the status of this. Let's close the session for today. If you have questions, so people, I think some people are working on the assignment which I have gave it on Veros app. So what I said to you is you try to log into your personal developer organization and try to create the package from sorry try to create the application from scratch, from objects, fields, page layouts, and even the Salesforce one app configuration also. Salesforce one is really hot now. People are really working. are trying to implement mobility features for all the companies. Okay, people are using the systems till date. They're using desktop systems, later on laptops. Now they're coming to tablets and mobiles. They want to access every data on tablets and mobiles. That is the reason Salesforce One is really special. People have a lot of demand on that. Let's work on plus Salesforce plus Salesforce One also. So if you do that assignment, you are 50% good at Salesforce One and Salesforce mobile. Sorry, some simple configurations. Okay, cool. Um, let's close the class for today. If you have questions, just use the chatter. Um, I'm gonna reply. And what from tomorrow, I want to give separate time for 10 minutes time for Q&A, question and answers. I don't see most people are not asking questions. I don't know whether you are like really moving, understanding properly or not, or you're getting blocked somewhere or not. Please try to work out immediately after the class. If you have time in the morning and the afternoon, right, you can log into your developer org, you can create new stuff, and even you can even modify the existing stuff in our current partner org also. Okay, right.